feeling like you should be exercising, but the thought of a gym is intimidating and you just don't know where to start. Well, in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you 4 exercises you can do at home with just a chair and your kitchen bench so that you can build strength and balance. G'day, it's Jack from Be Mobile Physiotherapy, and we help adults 55 plus get fit and strong with our online at-home exercise programs. And today I want to show you how simple it is to get started. So let's make this your day one. Now, for all of the exercises, even if you have a sore back, cranky knees, or maybe a tender wrist, you don't have to worry because I'm going to show you modifications so you can work around those pains. You ready to get into it? Let's do it. Exercise number 1 is the sit to stand, and you'll need a chair for this one here. So all we're going to do is simply stand up from the chair, which is going to be working our big leg muscles here, which is going to help for getting up from chairs, obviously, but also to get up from low couches, up from the toilet, and also help in activities like walking up steps. Now, here are some key modifications and cues you can use for the sit to stand. Find a stance width which is comfortable for you, and you want to pull your feet closer into the chair. Here's the one key tip we give our members. Put your nose over your toes as you stand up. So nose over toes as you stand up, okay? Because if you keep your shoulders back, it's really hard to stand up, obviously. So that is tip number 1. Now, if this is too tough for you at the moment, here are some key modifications you can use. Chuck your hands on your knees if you need some arm support there, or something else to do is put a pillow underneath your bottom. So you're actually standing from a higher position. That's going to make it easy. You could even put 2 cushions if you really wanted. And as you become comfortable and confident with that movement, you can take away the cushions to go back down to this height. Now, to make it harder, what we can do is a box squat where we're just going to squat down and lightly touch our bottom on the chair and come back up. So we're loading up our muscles here just at the bottom of the movement. So you can pick one of these variations to suit you, especially if you do have knee or hip pain. So that's the sit to stand. Okay, we've just worked our leg strength. Now we're going to be working our upper body strength, our chest and shoulders. We're going to be doing a kitchen bench push-up, which is going to be such a good exercise for things like pushing yourself up off the floor, or maybe even pushing a trolley, or maybe even getting up from the garden. So put your hands around shoulder width apart, and we're going to step back so our body is like a nice straight plank of wood. And we're simply going to lower our chest down to the edge of the kitchen bench, okay? We want to avoid putting our head down or putting our hips in, okay? Because we want to make this as strong a movement as possible. So play around with your hand positioning. Maybe you might like to go a little bit wider, as you can see me doing there, or maybe you're someone who prefers more of a narrow grip push-up. Now, to make this easier, because it might be hard to start, you could just do a smaller range of motion just like that. So we can just go to halfway and then push back. And then as your confidence grows, you can go further and further towards the bench, okay? Just like that. Now, to make this harder, what we want to do is we want to get closer towards the ground. So let's show that. So if you've conquered the kitchen bench push-up, well, then this is your next step. You can go to your knees, chuck a cushion under there for comfort, and we're going to do a push-up either on a nice sturdy table like you can see here. You could also do this on the edge of a couch. That's a great tip. So from here, we're just going to put our chest down to the table or to the edge of the couch, as you can see me doing here. And the same principles apply. If you want to change your hand position, we'll then get a wider table or use the couch, just like that. Now, to take it up from there, what we're going to do is remove that heavy table, and we can go all the way down to the ground for a knee push-up. The same principles apply, but this time we're going all the way down to the ground, as you can see me doing there. You might like just to start with a half push-up, okay? Or you can lower yourself all the way down and then roll up just like that, okay? To make it a bit easier. So let yourself down and then roll up like that, okay? If you do have wrist pain, this can be a tricky exercise, I get it. What you can do is hold dumbbells whilst you do the push-up to take the load off your wrist, or you can also try doing this. This may help. Roll up some nice hand towels or even some bigger towels if you want. Pop them down on the ground. And then we're going to try to do the push-up. Once again, getting our chest towards the ground like that, okay? And that just offloads our wrists just that little bit extra. This is a great exercise once again for getting yourself up off the floor. Interesting. Oh, sorry. We're going to get on to exercise number 3. We're going to work on your balance and your confidence on your feet so you can reduce your risk of falls and therefore reduce your risk of fractures. So grab a book. Something not too big is a good place to start. We're going to put it on the ground, and if you need a chair or bench for support, that is absolutely fine. So we are going to be stepping over that book or object, okay? So we're going to step over, and for level 1, we're just going to put that foot down lightly, okay? Step back over, put that foot down lightly. To make this harder, we're going to put less weight, in fact, no weight on that foot. So we're going to step over and hold that leg off the ground. And as you can see, this is a dynamic movement. We're not just standing still on one leg. We're actually moving our weight side to side, just like that. Now, to make this even harder, what we can do is put this just on its end like that. So now we're having to step over something higher. Therefore, it's going to be harder for our balance systems there. Or as you can see, I'm wobbling around a bit. Now, key tip, if you are wobbling around, that is absolutely okay. That is awesome. It means you're challenging your balance, okay? To make this harder, what we can do, step forwards and backwards, especially shifting backwards is going to be really tough because we haven't got our vision to see what's happening behind us as much as we do with the with the side to side one there, okay? And you can obviously use a bigger object to make it harder, but that is going to be such a good exercise for fall proofing yourself in the real world. All right, our final at-home exercise that you can get started with today is the plank. So we're going to be working our abdominal and core strength here. So grab a chair for the easier level, or you could use a kitchen bench as well. We're going to simply put our hands on the side, march our feet back so that there is a nice straight line from our shoulders all the way down to our ankles. And immediately you can hear me tensing my tummy. Well, you can hear me tensing my voice because my tummy muscles are switched on here for sure. Okay. So this is going to be the easier level, but to make it harder, we're simply going to go further towards the ground. So I'm going to move that chair away. I'm going to chuck a pillow underneath my knees, or if you're on carpet, that's great. And from here, I'm simply going to do the same movement, except this time it's on my knees. Okay, so there's a straight line from my shoulders to my knees. Now, we don't want to bow down like this or lift our hips like this because we really want to work our abdominal muscles here, and this is the best way to do it. Now, if you're someone who gets sore wrists in this kind of push-up position, to make that more tolerable, you can go down to your elbows, just like that, which will probably make it just that little bit harder. Now, from here, we can go to a full plank, so we can get rid of the pillow and go all the way up onto our toes there, done on our elbows, or as I said before, we can also do this on our hands like this. And this is a killer abdominal workout. So there are 4 exercises that you can do at home today to improve your strength and balance. You can perform each of the exercises for 3 lots of 30 seconds. Or if you want to follow along with us physios in a completely free at-home strength workout, well then make sure you head over to our website. There is a link in the description for that. We hope to see you in the next video.